welcome to Tony Tutorials, Guitar Tutorials. That little piece of music I just played you there was the Bolero by Julian Arcas, 1832 to 1882. Now, you're wondering why I got my sunglasses on today. Well, I got my sunglasses on because the eyes are feeling a bit down and out, I suppose, because we had a bit of a shindig last night down at the old folks' home in celebration of the revolution, or the whatever they call it, to get out of Europe, which I believe we should do as fast as possible. I heard David Cameron blustering away as he usually does, saying that the future would be better for our children and all this baloney. How can he see what the future is? He can't even see what's in front of his nose at this very moment in time. Look at Libya, stood there on the podium. It'd be great here in Libya now that Gaddafi's gone. You can all go and have a democracy. What kind of democracy is he giving them? He's not a Nostradamus. He can't see what's going to happen in the future. Imagine if this setup was around in 1935 when Hitler came to power. Nobody suspected Hitler would come to power after the First World War, but he did come to power. Can you imagine all the treaties and everything set in place, and Hitler sits in the high tower? The panzer divisions would be in Europe without even firing a shot because we can't move because of the treaties. And then I hear that Theresa May saying security would be jeopardised if Europe went alone. Well, if we went alone out of Europe, what a load of baloney. What security? 130 people died last year in Paris, then more the year before, I think, with the Charlie Hebdo, with those Islamist goons shooting everybody up. I think Theresa May ought to pack her bags and sling her hook. She's the worst Home Secretary that this country's had. I think, for political purposes, Boris Johnson should sit on the seat of power. He's an American citizen as well as a British citizen. Mr. Trump in power in the White House, and we can link America and Britain together again in harmony as it used to be. As Churchill said, look towards America, not towards Europe. And Churchill was the man I consider to listen to. Anyway, enough of my deliberations upon the state of our country in Europe, and let's get on with a good European Spanish piece, Bolero by Julian Arcas. Oh, by the way, Julian Arcas wasn't in the EU when he wrote this, but I still managed to get hold of the sheet music, even though he wasn't in the European Union at the time. So it's a bunch of baloney again about they won't sell us this and they won't sell us that. We can load of crap. Get out of Europe, stand on our own, have our own parliament, our home court of human rights. Let's get on with it. We have done for 2,000 years without that lot, apart from the Romans, I suppose. Anyway, okay. Julian Arcas, Bolero. Let's maybe put me down here a bit. Three, 4, A minor. It's A minor to E major. And there's a B7 in it. But mainly those three chords, dominant in this piece. So we start with an A, straight A minor chord, arpeggiated. There you go, that's your dominant 7, your E in A, B, C, D, E, 5 dominant 7, or it's minor dominant 7, which always resolves back to A minor. That's a typical Spanish. Which comes out of a lot of romantic Spanish music. So here we go, let's have a look. So we've got an A minor there, up and down. Well, actually that's a D minor in place there. A minor, D minor. So your chord movement there is A minor, D minor, to back to A minor with the E, taking the bass. Ba boom ba, then back. So Bolero, stamping the feet, dump ba 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 ba, dump dump. So the senoritas would be playing your castanets and stamping the feet. Let me move on to this scale run. Which sets you up beautifully. I'll open A, and an E and an F sharp played. An E, F sharp in the treble. And you can do a lot with that. Now, a few people have covered this on YouTube, and they all play it different ways. It depends on what's in your heart, what's in your mind. A lot of people go. Some people go. Again, it would depend on if you were doing this with a dancer, it would depend on the temperament of the dancer, what you wanted to do. Do you want to just riff through it, or do you want to feel a bit of romance with a woman? If you were playing it, I always like to feel a bit of... a bit of romance there. So again, we're coming back to this, finishing it, and E, now that's a very tough little line if you're just starting out on the guitar. You're climbing. Whoa. E, D, F, B, G, then, and the arpeggiator chord. You can go. And we've got a nice thirds, I believe. There we are. Say this piece goes by quite quick. And we got this pull off and hammer on. To a B7. So it runs up from a C. And sliding in off the D. With pinky. Now we'll repeat that passage again. The power is in that A to E, that A minor chord to that E7 there. Blah, blah. Beautiful chord structure. It's fantastic. Let's have a look what we got. So we're coming down from our run here. And we come on down. And we're back in. Now you'll notice here there's a slide in from the G to the A. So it comes off. Then we've got this kind of, or actually with your first finger, because you want to go. Chord changes. To C, you've got a G here with the F. I guess we kind of C minor, but slide you. Play these two chords together. Again, you're repeating again. It's very clever. He repeats, but he never bores you with it. He knows how to keep the tempo running. And you're working with 8th notes, quarter notes, 16th notes in this piece constantly. And you can feel the changes in rhythm and emotion as you're playing through it. And we come to the final section of this, which is here, and he's running up here, and we come back down the usual pattern. Finishing, resolving on that A, then he little finger on the first fret, the F. One, two, three, four, bang, G, then a G7. Play that however you wish. If you're stressing out about it, I always to a G, it resolves again on the E, then you're back to so that basically is Bolero. Now I haven't gone into great depth with it, because I think that if you're at the stage to be able to play this, you've got the savvy to be able to go through the sheet music, just see what I'm doing and pick it up quite quickly. It is more for kind of intermediate or just coming off beginning guitar, this piece. But it's a lovely piece to play, and a bit of a showstopper anywhere you went with this. You know, a lot of folkies are playing, and when you come along with that, people, you know, actually realise you can play a musical instrument instead of pretending to. Anyway, kids, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry about my political rant, but that's what I believe. And subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, if you'd be so kind. Helps me out. Might even do some t-shirts to give you if you do subscribe to me. I need to get things on the move. I'm doing a little bit of animation, trying to put a web series together, so follow along. I'd be very grateful. Don't want any money for this, but I would like your generosity and your subscription. That's all I really need. So you take it easy, kids, stay out of trouble, and I'll see you again with another piece quite soon. Ciao.